you're leading a good Catholic life, going to Mass on a regular basis, going to confession, saying your prayers, following the church's laws, etc., and you're not committing mortal sin, your odds of getting diabolically influenced are pretty slim. The one pattern that we have parsed out in the last year, and it had primarily to do with our protocol, which I didn't put in here. That's only because there's another book coming out by Ripperger, who we're associated with, who's going to be including that in theirs. And then also there's the book that Father Heilman put out, which actually contains a kind of a structured approach to the protocol, even though it doesn't contain the protocol itself. But what we found is that people who follow the protocol that have diabolic obsession, in 90% of the cases, they don't even have to see a priest to get rid of the diabolic obsession. They just follow the protocol and it blows it out. So what we're discovering is that one of the elements that is missing from modern Catholic life, that even if they're leading a generally good Catholic life, the one element that's missing is discipline, spiritual discipline. They're not getting up on a regular basis, saying their prayers on a consistent time. They're not following a regimen. They're not doing certain things. And so as a reason, and they're not, fasting on regular intervals and things like that. And so as a result of that lack of discipline, that it seems to be the thing that the demons keep getting their foot in the door on. So if people become very disciplined in their spiritual life, and that's the thing that Father Heilman's book is kind of oriented towards, is getting people back to a discipline. If they lead a very disciplined life, then there's simply not going to have this problem. This is a key point because I think it's actually on Sensus Fidelium. There was a time where I made the observation in a homily that if you just followed all of the Catholic laws of what was required for a layman, then basically there was no virtue you did not develop. But that's actually not true now, because the disciplines have been so lax, and that those disciplines in the past that would develop the virtues that hinge upon discipline would have been developed. And I think that's one of the reasons why there was less attacking. And so I think that people, that's why I would encourage people to, like this Lent or what have you, follow the church's disciplines in the past, because that will give you that discipline in order to kind of climb out of any kind of a problem you have and keep you immune. We're also finding that people that do this discipline on a regular basis, especially our assistants who sit in on session, or our case manager who deals with a lot of this stuff with people, he follows the protocol very closely himself. And as a result of that, they just don't have the attacks.